Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise for the national anthem and the playing of the Upper St. Clair High School alma mater.
We are here today to express our heartfelt gratitude for the love that has been extended to each and every one of us, the graduating seniors. Throughout our journey, we have been fortunate to receive abundant love and support, and we are truly thankful for the opportunities that have enabled us to both receive and share this love with others over the past 4 years. As we stand at this significant milestone in our lives, we must acknowledge and appreciate the tremendous efforts that have been invested in our growth. Our parents, teachers, and the wider community have played instrumental roles in nurturing us and creating an enriching educational environment where we can all thrive. We are humbled by the recognition and honors that our district has gained thanks to the dedication and service of each and every one of the students present here tonight. However, we are aware that the true rewards of our endeavors will manifest as we move forward to achieve the goals that have been set for us. Therefore, on this occasion, we offer the following aspirations. May our lives be profoundly influenced in a way that allows us to reach our fullest potential. May we actively seek wisdom and strength in all our pursuits. May our focus remain unwavering, enabling us to embrace the blessings that await us. And above all, may our hearts always be filled with a passion and true desire to serve others as we move up to Shaping the Modern World, Part 3. With heartfelt gratitude, we extend our thanks to all. Please take your seats. I am now happy to announce my friend and our senior class president, Marina Jakowski.
Hello and welcome again to the Class of 2023 Commencement Ceremony. My name is Marina Jakowski, and it has been my honor to serve as Senior Class President this year. As a class, we have overcome and achieved so much, and I could not be more proud to be a part of it. As freshmen, we came in with no idea what to expect out of high school. But as we all know, things quickly became more and more unexpected rather than easier. Our freshman year was cut short by COVID, and when we expected the return in 2 weeks, it ended up being months of quarantine and online school. Adjusting to high school became more challenging, but nonetheless, we came out on the other side and were able to make the best of it and accomplish so much. Our class is united with one another through our unique high school experiences. We are resilient and can handle any challenge, and we have had some amazing achievements along the way. Members of our class helped lead the Upper St. Clair High School speech and debate team to once again be awarded FISL State Champions. We helped to raise $2,775 for Children's Hospital through Polar Plunge, with multiple seniors being top fundraisers at the event. 7 of our senior girls were recognized at the Medallion Ball for having completed over 100 hours of community service each. Our seniors visited local senior citizens earlier this year to help them learn how to use new technology. Members of our class led our school in implementing the Stand Together program at this high school the past 2 years, which helps to reduce stigma and spread awareness surrounding mental illness and substance abuse. We had multiple Class of 2023 music students present at the PMEA All-State Festivals for band, orchestra, and choir. We helped to put on 4 outstanding musicals this past 4 years: Shrek, Smokey Joe's Cafe, Seussical, and On the 20th Century. We had students in the cast, crew, and pit that helped to make our theater program shine. Members of our class in the band, orchestra, and choir also performed at Disney World and Daytona last year. Our seniors were great leaders in all of Upper St. Clair sports as well. The football team made it to the Whitfield Championship this year, and many of our sports teams made it to the playoffs, such as soccer, baseball, lacrosse, swimming, softball, and basketball. Our ultimate frisbee team won the city championship. Our hockey team made the Penguins Cup final, with our girls basketball team also making it to the Whitfield Finals for the 3rd year in a row. Our senior athletes exemplified leadership and dedication throughout all of their seasons. Throughout our 4 years at this high school, we have truly grown. We have learned how to persevere through anything, and that skill will carry us forward and allow us to contribute amazing things to this world. As this chapter closes, let us remember all of the ways that this place has changed us and all of the lessons we learned in the classroom and outside of it. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce School Board President Dr. Daphna Gaines.
Thank you. Dear graduates of the class of 2023, parents, families, friends, faculty, staff, and administrator, township commissioners, state representatives, and esteemed guests. I started my work on this graduation speech like one would any other piece of writing. I sat at my desk. I made sure the light was just the right level of brightness. The thermostat was set to the perfect temperature, put my phone on silent to minimize distraction, opened my MacBook, and started to do some research. And then I began to type www.chat.openai.com into the search bar, so I could ask ChatGPT to suggest what I should include. To my surprise, it wrote a full speech, and the speech was surprisingly not bad. In fact, it was the quintessential graduation speech, hitting every note you'd expect. Congratulations to the class of insert year, celebrate your achievements, look forward to the future, face challenges with grit and resilience. It even had a non-controversial quote. While it might have sounded right, it did not feel right, and not just for the obvious ethical reasons. It did not feel right because it didn't capture the intangible. It didn't capture the essence of the Upper St. Clair School District. It didn't capture the nature of each of you, the graduates of this year, this cohort, this group of individual young adults, each representing an entire world. And it certainly did not have the voice, the elusive concept many of you had to uncover during the writing of your college essay. And it got me thinking, is artificial intelligence, AI automation, really going to change your future in radical ways we cannot even imagine? And if the answer is yes, have we, collectively, your parents, your teachers, your coaches, your educators, have we prepared you for such a future? I can spend this precious time I have with you today to tell you how this new frontier of artificial intelligence will drastically change your lives, your jobs, your careers, your future. But the truth is, every generation in history has faced an unpredictable future. Some of these unforeseen events are naturally occurring, some are human-made. Some may be life-altering and threatening, others may be exciting and open new opportunities. Some events affect a local group, others are global. But what the past few years have taught us is that life is more complex than even the most advanced set of algorithms. We can develop predictive models that will address every what-if scenario we can think of. We can attempt to prepare as best we can, but we will always face uncertainty. And at the end of the day, the only way out is through. There are no shortcuts. There are no cheat codes to life. And the good news is that I genuinely believe that your time here at the Upper St. Clair School District has equipped you with the skills to not only face an unpredictable, unprecedented future, not only pivot and adapt, but thrive in it. I would go even one step farther. the Upper St. Clair School District modeled to you how to be a leader, an innovator, a problem solver in times of unprecedented health and social circumstances. We made decisions, we acted, and many times we needed to debug our program and restart. But we kept learning and growing together. Your high school career started with school closures and online learning, continued with a hybrid learning modality, a return to school with some modifications for your junior year, and finally, a typical year, senior year. Yet through hard work, collaboration with others, and some outside-of-the-box thinking, each of you was able to not only fulfill your academic potential and excel, but also pursue your athletic, artistic, and creative life goals. As a collective, a group, you even started some new school traditions, such as the redesigned Global Education Week. You formed new clubs, such as esports and spikeball. Many of you got involved in promoting mental health awareness and programming in mental health improvement in our high school by founding the Minding Mindset Club, and along with the Wellness Committee, formed Stand Together. And beyond shaping your own school community, many of you volunteered to help senior citizens in the larger community of the Township of Upper St. Clair and surrounding areas. While you intended to provide technology support during the pandemic, your efforts, in fact, helped combat social isolation in a frail elderly population already compromised during the pandemic. Even as recently as last week, some of you partnered with the senior community for a prom fashion show. And these are just a few of the ways your class has already shaped the world around you for the better. Today, we are launching you, the 2023 version of the Upper St. Clair School District graduates. So go out there, follow what you have learned here at Upper St. Clair. Continue to work hard, responsibly, and with integrity, using the resources available to you, yes, including artificial intelligence. If these resources are not enough, invent new ones. Find your voice. Engage fully in whatever you choose to do. Collaborate with others, innovate, take action to contribute to your environment. Take good care of yourselves and your loved ones, and always, always lift others and support those who need some help. And most importantly, come back to us. Share with us what you have learned, your life stories, and your wisdom. We cannot wait to see the 2.0 version of the class of 2023. Congratulations.
Has anyone here done the ice bucket challenge? You know, that social media craze that took over in 2016, where you would film a video of freezing cold water being dumped on you? Well, that feeling of ice cold shock hitting you feels the exact same as being a brand new student in your freshman year of high school. Even though I have moved numerous times, I was not prepared to start over at a time when everybody already had their group of friends. However, at the same time, nothing prepared me for this huge sense of togetherness and community I was met with when I settled into Upper St. Clair. I was taken in by people who are now my very best friends, and I can say with complete confidence that I am truly grateful my family chose USC as our home. Going from freshman year, when we didn't know where our classes were, to the end of senior year, where now every corner of that school building behind us holds a memory, we have been on a whirlwind journey of self-discovery.
Yet through these challenges and triumphs, the power of unity persevered, and I believe it is essential to appreciate the community we have built here. But what is community? We have spent countless hours studying, playing sports, taking tests, engaging in extracurriculars, and counting down the days until we would be sitting here at this ceremony. However, let us remember that in the midst of all that craziness, we had some pretty special moments. The first event that brought us together was Freshman Field Day. Granted, we were forced to participate, but we soon realized the importance of teamwork and had an experience with people we may not have even talked to otherwise. When COVID isolated us, we were brought back together by our very first outdoor homecoming. The feelings of familiarity and comfort were restored by being reconnected with those we may have lost touch with. These feelings only persisted when all the senior girls woke up at 5 a.m. just to watch the sunrise together on our very first day. Finally, we realized this sense of togetherness was truly bittersweet on decision day, when we saw all our friends in those college t-shirts and maybe even shed a tear when the reality set in that we would soon be leaving this home for another. Despite the fact that we will all be embarking on our own journeys soon, we will always have Upper St. Clair and the special memories that made us a family. One thing we have learned here is that community does not only refer to our friends or who we choose to surround ourselves with, but so much more. Community can refer to that slight passing smile you give to someone in the hallway who you don't really know, but you also kind of know at the same time. Those parents and teachers you have a running inside joke with, or the time we all gathered in a huge circle and swayed while singing our senior song at our last homecoming. These moments may have felt insignificant at the time, but they had a huge role in strengthening our relationships with each other. Being a part of this home has shaped us into who we are today and created a mosaic of memories that will forever remain within us. Now that we are moving forward to the next chapter of our lives, we will all feel that ice-cold shock I mentioned at the beginning. Wherever we end up, seeking out new communities in unfamiliar surroundings can be incredibly daunting. Yet, let's not forget that each of you transformed USC into a welcoming community for me when I was a new student. And that same capability still resides within you now. As we navigate the future, it is essential that we draw upon the foundation of togetherness we built during our time here at Upper St. Clair. Together, we are a testament to the power of community. We must remember to carry the spirit of togetherness within us as we say goodbye to this chapter. And with that, I would like to say thank you to all of you, to all of the faculty, and to all of the wonderful people in this community that made it feel like home. Now, I am happy to introduce Jasmine Diedeker, representing the class of 2023.
Walking out of the main entrance last Friday at 2:20 undoubtedly released a mountain of emotions. We all felt the sudden happiness, relief, and freedom, coupled, of course, with some uncertainty and regret. We paid attention to our steps one last time as we laughed, cried, and walked with our friends. Throughout our high school experience, we've walked through these doors hundreds of times, never really realizing just how impactful each door and each hallway is until we see them for the last time. The last day of 8th grade was the first time we all walked through these doors together, pledging to spend the next 4 years trying our best to become a better version of ourselves, make mistakes, and learn from them. As freshmen, we walked through the theater doors to our first class meeting, through these gates together to our first home football game, and through the doors to the large gym to be persuaded by the upperclassmen to sign up for every single club during rush. Then, we walked out those same doors on March 13, 2020, thinking we would be walking back in just 1 month later. Instead, we spent sophomore year at home, waking up at 7:29 for homeroom at 7:30, and only pointing our cameras at our foreheads. But even though we were stuck in the same chairs for hours on end each day, we still caught up with friends in breakout rooms and laughed through online club meetings, our united school spirit never faltering. We were inspired by our teachers' hard work and held up thank you signs to the camera to celebrate the teachers who still walk through these doors each day, determined to overcome the challenges of a global pandemic. When we walked back through these doors together on the first day of junior year, we had seemingly become upperclassmen overnight. As junior mentors, we helped freshmen adapt to a new and slightly overwhelming environment, just as the class of 21 had done for us. As newfound club leaders, we pushed forward with new meetings and volunteering plans. And as the class of 23, we served as the bridge between pre-pandemic and post, the only current class that remembered what it was like before March 13 and fought to bring back traditions for the rest of the school to experience. Whether we realized it or not, we walked out of the theater after our last senior meeting, stood in the student section for the last time, and passed our clubs down to the underclassmen we had persuaded to join. It's just like Alexander Graham Bell once said, "When one door closes, another opens." Over the past 12 years, we've walked through these doors together to introduce the next stage of our lives. And now, this is the last door that all of us will walk through as our high school years close behind us. As we look back at these years, we will remember everyone who held countless doors and opportunities open for us, like our parents, teachers, counselors, and school administrators. It is so important that we continue to look for that next door and remain brave enough to open it, even if we don't know exactly what lies behind it. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Anj Goyal, representing the valedictorians.
How's it going, guys? All right. The Panthers, the pride of Upper St. Clair. I want you all to think about just how similar we all are to panthers. Well, for one, panthers are nocturnal animals. They stay awake throughout the night and sleep during the day. Sounds pretty familiar to me. In all seriousness, though, there are three things that allow the panthers to rule their jungles: their impenetrable unity, their unmatched strength, and their fearless character. And though we may not realize it, these are the three traits that set USC students apart from all the rest. For one, Panthers always stay together, a tight-knit pride that, when united, can overcome every challenge. And the same is true of Upper St. Clair. Think of the COVID-19 pandemic. Not only were we united in our gratitude for open note tests, classes in bed, and half-day Wednesdays, but we were united in grief. Our grief over losing all physical connection with the rest of our pride. And through that grief, we found ways to stay connected with each other, even when the odds were completely against us. From online club meetings to the Pantherella, we did everything in our power to be united. And even after the pandemic had receded from our lives, we let our unity strengthen us. Just as a panther supports his pride, so did we support our wonderful principal, Dr. Wagner, in his moment of pride, uniting as one to commemorate his achievements. I could go on and on about the community that we have built at Upper St. Clair, but all that needs to be said is that our togetherness is the reason for our strength. Speaking of strength, another reason for the Panthers' dominance is their unmatched power. And while we may not have claws, we all have a different form of strength, the strength to make a change in our community. Panthers from so many different clubs have used their strengths to come to the aid of those in need. And we have also helped mentor the next generation of Panthers, all of whom are sure to follow in our footsteps. We Panthers are not prey that sits in silence, waiting on the rest of the world. We are the apex that lives through action. And finally, just like a Panther's fearless character dictates its dominance, so too does our fearless attitude. We are not afraid to take risks. Whether it's loading up on AP classes, or performing live in front of hundreds of people, or writing an entire speech using ChatGPT, the class of 2023 are truly the masters of risk-taking. And even though these risks can lead to the occasional mishap, it is through these fearless choices that we Panthers hunt down our dreams. My fellow graduates, now that we're all leaving to find our place in this complex world, we will need to use every one of these skills. We will need to find a new pride to call our own. We will need to use our strength to survive. And we will need to take risks to reach our goals. But throughout these last 4 years, Upper St. Clair has instilled within each and every one of us unity, strength, and character, so that we're able to find our path in the real world once we're gone. So as we all leave our den today, I want all of you to know that you are prepared to take on any challenge the world throws at you. Thanks to dear old Upper St. Clair, it's truly a great day to be a Panther. Thank you. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed school principal, Dr. Wagner.
Dr. Razzo, Dr. Gans, Board of School Directors, administrators, parents, teachers, friends, and members of the class of 2023. Welcome to the 63rd Annual Upper St. Clair High School Commencement Exercise. As principal of Upper St. Clair High School, I am pleased to be part of this joyous occasion. This day belongs to these young people seated before us. Let us acknowledge and honor this great milestone. I'd also like to acknowledge the efforts of the high school faculty, staff, and facilities teams who each contributed in significant ways to this evening's event. From preparation in the classroom over the past 4 years to healthy school lunches to safe and clean schools, each adult has played an important role in where we are today. Similarly, the important role of a student's first teachers, family members at home, cannot be overstated. Thank you, parents and caregivers, for the role you've played in nurturing wonderful children, each of whom has brought joy to our lives here at school over the past 4 years. Seniors, this is an opportunity to join with me in thanking your teachers, parents, family, and friends for their support and unconditional commitment. Commencement exercises, like this one tonight, embody one of the great rituals in our culture. It is a unique and meaningful ceremony that marks the close of one chapter and the beginning of another great adventure. The Upper St. Clair School District has been bestowing diplomas to seniors since 1960, when 100 students were graduated. Today, we celebrate the accomplishments of 333 students. Class of 2023, you have demonstrated remarkable resilience, flexibility, and open-mindedness over these years. Your class has been recognized with numerous awards, honors, and distinctions. You are a group of students who has demonstrated exceptional academic, athletic, and artistic achievement. You were the first class to take American Civic Engagement, completed capstone projects, and you spoke live to an astronaut or with an astronaut on the International Space Station. Among your many achievements are your class having 9 National Merit finalists, 9 National Merit semifinalists, 13 National Merit commended students, 23 valedictorians, 8 Superintendent's Academic Achievement Award recipients, 15 International Baccalaureate Diploma candidates, 198 members of the National Honor Society, 100% of the Parkway Career and Technical Center students who took the industry credential test passed, many of whom had advanced scores. We had WIPIAL runner-up football team and girls basketball team and a PIHL runner-up hockey team. We had WIPIAL semifinalists in boys golf, boys basketball, boys tennis, and boys lacrosse, section championships in boys golf and boys and girls basketball. In music, our wind ensemble received the National Band Association's Citation of Excellence, while our marching band won a first-place visual award in the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Marching Band Association competition. 7 total students participated in all state band and choir ensembles. Students from this class will be traveling to all corners of the world to pursue their education in places like Penn State, Kent State, Fordham University, Carnegie Mellon University, Slippery Rock, Notre Dame, and many right here at home in Pittsburgh. Students, you're a graduating class who has experienced high school differently in each of your 4 years. You stepped forward into uncertainty, and you didn't fear the unknowns that often characterize the early years of your high school experience. Nelson Mandela once said, "May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears." As we have watched you learn and grow over the past 4 years, I can say with resolve that you are a class that is hopeful. And just as you've done many times before, I encourage you to forge a course in life that is inspired by what excites you, what satisfies you, and what strengthens you. As you navigate the adventure of life, always know that your alma mater, Upper St. Clair High School, and all those who live and work here will always welcome you home. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. John Razzo.
Thank you, Dr. Wagner. Good evening. Class of 2023, it is my honor to stand before you today as your Superintendent of Schools. Graduation is a momentous occasion marking the culmination of 13 years of hard work, perseverance, and personal growth. We are here at this ceremony because of the collective efforts of many. I would like to begin by recognizing those who have played an important part in your journey. First and foremost, to our parents and family members, thank you and congratulations. There are 500 school districts in Pennsylvania, 43 in Allegheny County alone. You chose to live in Upper St. Clair. As a fellow parent of a graduating senior, I can honestly say that moving to Upper St. Clair was one of the best decisions my wife and I ever made. I hope that you feel the same way about your decision to live in this great community. While the last few years have tested and challenged schools in new and different ways, we are grateful for your continued trust and partnership. To our school board, thank you for your leadership and service to our community. The impact you have had on the class of 2023 and all Upper St. Clair students is immeasurable. We are fortunate to have a board of directors who are keenly focused on always doing what is best for students. To our more than 500 faculty and staff, many of whom are with us this evening, your unwavering commitment to our students is appreciated beyond words. Whether in your classrooms, on the stage in the theater, in the cafeteria line, or on our school buses, or on the athletic fields, you have all helped prepare the USC class of 2023 for life after high school. Our talented and student-centered high school administration, Dr. Wagner, Dr. Beck, and Ms. Singer, thank you for your positive influence on the class of 2023 and the entire high school community. Thank you to our elected local and state officials who are here with us tonight. They play an important role individually and collectively in supporting our community and advocating for our school system. Thank you to Mrs. Brooke Tarkson and Dr. Stephen Turquato, who lead our high school activities office and have the primary responsibility in planning all of our senior events including this evening's ceremony. To our school police and security officers, our custodial maintenance team, and technology staff members, all of whom have helped a great deal with tonight's event, thank you. Class of 2023, as we gather here to celebrate your achievements, I want to take a moment to reflect on the path that led us all to this point. I have had the privilege of witnessing the growth and development of this exceptional class. From the first day of kindergarten to this special occasion, I have seen you mature and grow, not only academically, but also as individuals ready to take on the world. You are an integral part of the success of our school district. As I stated a few minutes ago, there are 500 school districts in Pennsylvania. Just last week, Upper St. Clair was named Pennsylvania's top school district for the second year in a row. You are the most important element of our recipe for success, which includes great students, talented and dedicated staff, unmatched parent support and engagement, and a community that has the utmost value for education. Although it is trite to say, class of 2023, it seems like yesterday you entered the doors of Baker, Eisenhower, and Streamed Elementary School as kindergarten students. Since that time in the fall of 2010, much has changed in our world. The seniors who graduated when you were just starting school had a vastly different experience than you. If the world was the same today as when you began your school career, your lives would look and feel quite differently. For instance, the first iPad was introduced the same year you began kindergarten, and Chromebooks hit the market as you entered first grade. The seniors at the high school when you were in kindergarten did not have Instagram or Snapchat, as neither had been invented yet. TikTok did not surface until you were in middle school. Video conference capabilities flourished when Zoom entered the market in 2011 and Google Meet launched in 2017. Both were critical as we transitioned to remote learning and more industries embraced the flexibility of remote work. Venmo was not a payment option until 2012. If you owed a friend money or needed to pay for a ticket to a game or event, you actually had to carry cash. I know that many of you like to place mobile orders for Starbucks, Dunkin', and Chick-fil-A. DoorDash, Uber Eats, and mobile ordering were not yet available. Needless to say, when you first stepped foot into kindergarten, our society was on the cusp of transformation. The world around us has experienced a profound technological shift, and you have been immersed within this evolution. Technology has indeed revolutionized the way we live, learn, and connect with one another. As we gather here tonight to celebrate your accomplishments, we recognize that you are the next generation of leaders. Your high school years have been nothing short of unique. You have exhibited resilience, adaptability, and a remarkable ability to embrace change. These qualities will serve as the foundation for your future endeavors. Whether you enter higher education, the military, the workforce, or pursuing your passions, remember, the world needs your leadership now more than ever. Do not shy away from the challenges that lie ahead. Instead, see them as opportunities to grow, learn, and shape a better future for all of us. None of us have a crystal ball and knows what the future holds. But what I can say for certain is that much more will change in our world over the next 13 years than during your time as students here in Upper St. Clair. I know that I can speak for all the fellow parents and family members and tell you that we have mixed emotions about you graduating high school. We are incredibly proud of your individual and collective resumes. We are eager and excited to watch what the next chapter holds for each of you. At the same time, we are a bit anxious, not due to an absence of confidence in you, rather because we love and care about you very much and only want you to be happy, healthy, and safe. You see, to us, despite your transformation into young, accomplished, emerging adults, we still envision that image from the fall of 2010 when our little 5-year-olds walked across the threshold into kindergarten for the first time. To close this evening, I want to share a few final thoughts that I hope you remember. I am certain that you are prepared to enter the world of adulthood. How do I know that? because you're Upper St. Clair Panthers. Always be proud of where you are from, for it is indeed a special place. While this may be the last time all 333 of you are together in person, please stay connected with your friends and classmates, for you are our future. As I said earlier, technology has changed much of our lives in many ways. However, the research is clear. The power of strong and meaningful relationships with others remains the key to success and happiness. Congratulations, Upper St. Clair class of 2023. May you carry the lessons and experiences of your time as Upper St. Clair students into the next segment of your lives. The world is waiting for and needing your leadership. I have no doubt that you will rise to the occasion and make us proud. At this time, I ask Dr. Wagner to present the class of 2023.
Dr. Razzo, as the principal of Upper St. Clair High School, I do hereby certify that the students gathered before us have met the requirements for graduation as mandated by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Upper St. Clair Board of School Directors. Dr. Razzo, I present to you the Upper St. Clair High School class of 2023.
Class of 2023, with the authority vested in me as superintendent in the name of the Board of Directors, the administration, and the faculty of the School District of Upper St. Clair, I solemnly and publicly confer upon you the degree recommended by your principal, Dr. Wagner. On behalf of the Upper St. Clair community, I offer you good fortune, good health, and the best wishes from your alma mater, now and forever. Congratulations.
Mara Eileen Joyce, Student Council President.
Colin Joseph Ecker, Student Council Vice President.
Marina Jakowski, Student Council or Senior Class President.
Charles Richard Stoll, Senior Class Vice President.
Philip Theodore Markovitz, Senior Class Treasurer and Valedictorian.
Nicholas David Sekernick, Senior Class Secretary.
Lily Gessel, Valedictorian.
Ashvita Saxena, Student Council Executive Member, Valedictorian, and International Baccalaureate Diploma Candidate.
Shivani Kamaneni, Student Council Executive Member.
Yoshna Venkaterman, Student Council Executive Member.
Delaney Catherine Andrachek, Valedictorian.
Rebecca Grace Lang, Valedictorian.
Ashna Banerjee, Valedictorian.
Jenna Francis Mantell, Valedictorian.
Jasmine Francine Diedeker, Valedictorian, International Diploma Candidate.
Carter Patrick McClintock Como, Valedictorian.
Ansh Goyal, Valedictorian.
Anna Jean McGilligan, Valedictorian.
Morgan Elizabeth Hujak, Valedictorian.
Quentin Brant Miller, Valedictorian.
Cassidy Mae Jordan, Valedictorian.
Mariah Marie Rainier, Valedictorian.
Julia Laura Kenya, Valedictorian.
Monsa Sayi Reddy, Valedictorian.
Ava Mercedes Keating, valedictorian.
Sarah Elizabeth Robert, valedictorian.
Rania Kathavath, valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Lauren Elizabeth Starr, valedictorian.
Miriam Abdel Messi, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Cole Alexander Super, valedictorian.
Vanessa Marianne Benonis, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Benjamin George Wasson, valedictorian.
Nitin Chandran, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Ty Allen Lagoni.
Markella Magdalena Yan, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Mahesh Lakshmi Narayanan.
Unshay Kim, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
William Frederick Lane.
Jason Liu, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Cole William Lang.
Patrick Marcel Pinchinat Jr., International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Ronan Iden Lanning.
Srinidhi Rukmani Rajaganapathy, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Jacob James Lipinski.
Tyler Davis Reamer, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Mary Keegan Laporte.
Elisa Marie Tucker, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Monsi Punchag Latia.
Andrew Zhu, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Maximus Alexander Laurent.
Daniel Bradley Young, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate.
Jenna Ruth Lazar.
Justin Allen.
Louis Adrian Libator.
Nicholas Edmund Amontangelo.
Kayla Ann Lumish.
Severa Beloche.
Brian Christopher Lund.
Mark Douglas Banbury.
Kendall Marie Leocaris.
Michael Jeffrey Barbarita.
Braden Matthew Lisek.
Emily Felice Berry.
Xiao Chung Chelsea Liu.
Havala Ava Bayless.
Claire Porter Loomis.
Daria Baytar.
Braden William Lucas.
Miriam Baytar.
Thomas Anthony Lynch.
Caitlin Marie Burrell.
Megan Mallon.
Troy Anthony Bellback.
Owen David Mandler.
Eliana Mira Bennett.
Nico Alexander Manning.
Colby J. Bernard.
Audie Philippos Marcos.
Aiden James Besselman.
Cody Joseph Marn.
Sahil Belodia.
John Campsey Marsh.
Sarah T. Bouillon.
Maxwell Joseph Mayfield.
Noah Nicholas Blass.
Robert David Mayberry.
Aaron Matthew Trey Blyer.
Maxwell Daly McCallum.
Richard Douglas Blodgett.
Neve McCormick.
Luke Joshua Benasso.
Edith Louise McCurry.
Selena Hu Brensel.
Colin Robert McFeely.
Jamal Plinio Brown.
Reagan Michelle McGregor.
Mia Ann Brown.
Jack Malloy McNamara.
Addison Jade Burnett.
Thomas David McQuillan.
Maxwell Paul Bywalski.
John Benedict Mashane.
Riley Danielle Carnes.
Brandon James McGonnell.
William Edwin Carr.
Jose Emilio Mendez Fuentes.
Lane Catherine Caceres.
Bailey Tucker Mahalik.
Benjamin James Cedar.
Jack Nolan Miller.
Tyler David Edward Chanicki.
Nikhil Joseph Mesquita.
Elizaveta Choroklieva.
Donna Mesquita.
Carter Lay Chu.
Nikhil John Misra.
Harley J. Clausen.
Adam Santino Molinero.
Aiden Patrick Kahn.
Camila Montoya Posada.
Virginia Grace Cortez.
Seamus Joseph Moorhead.
Alistair DeWitt.
Kylie Josephine Mosler.
Jody Rose Elizabeth DeWitt.
Samuel Otto Moss.
Victoria Rosalie Crowley.
Keshav Arjun Narasimhan.
Olivia Lee Cuba.
Chase Allen Nepomuceno.
Alexandra Ann Culp.
Patrick Michael Nowak.
Owen Patrick Damon.
Alexander Thomas Operson.
Olivia Noel Decker.
John Alexander Paleos.
David William Dedis.
Priyanka Polyacre.
Amir Dehani.
Isha Pandey.
Paige Marie Delacari.
Nicholas Alexander Panelidis.
Christopher James Devlin.
Ava Lily Pasquini.
Maxine Devlish.
Kaylee Rose Pollock.
Alessandra Leah Di Piazza.
Braden Michael Peckart.
John Clifton Dietrich.
Sarah Sajid Paracha.
Shri Diora.
James Eugene Peterson.
Sarah Donato.
Alexander Malin Petkoff.
Maggie Claire Dowds.
Andrew John Pop.
Alexandra Elizabeth Duda.
Ava Jane Priest.
Devin Matthew Ducey.
Marjona Kaklabanova.
Matthew O'Neill Early.
Samantha Brown Prunzik.
Hannah Pauline Eberly.
Danny Bella Prunzik.
Carson James Edkins.
Gianna Nicole Raynon.
Zachary Edward Flanagan Ehas.
Arzo Sopedo Romani.
Ella Deborah Elconi.
Rosemary Ramirez.
Jonathan Richard Evans.
Kevin Stephen Resch.
Valedictorian.
Javin Britton Faisant.
Nikita Redkin.
Ava Catherine Fazio.
Sherry S. Wren.
Marcus Allen Fennell.
Naomi Alyssa Sylvia Richardson.
Catherine Amelia Fiore.
Elizabeth Eileen Ripley.
Jillian Elizabeth Fischel.
Nathan Harper Rising.
Kara Elizabeth Fisher.
Samuel Ritter.
Jackson Ryan Fitzgerald.
Zachary Lance Rizzo.
Jeremiah Joseph Fleming.
Caitlin Ann Robbins.
Alexandra Marie Forney.
Susan Grace Robinson.
Mia Elizabeth Foster.
Lindsay Rosemary Ross.
Kira Ann Fortunato.
Emily Rolt.
Noah James Frank.
Nico Roth.
Baden Roger Friday.
Olivia Grace Roylance.
Macy Federica Fulchinier.
Sydney Rose Razzo.
Olivia Ann Fulton.
Colin Reed Ruffner.
Frankie Joseph Finaro Jr.
Jocelyn Renee Rullo.
Kevin Gable.
Benjamin John Rush.
Brendan Strope Gallagher.
Matthew Garrett Russell.
Matthew Israel Gaither.
Vivian Louise Russell.
George Matthew Garces.
Evan James Sarkett.
John William Gardner.
John Conway Shear.
Aiden Scott Geisler.
Wolfram Elijah Schmidt.
Andrew Nicholas Galamis.
Hunter Ray Schreck.
Blair Catherine Gillespie.
Derek Thomas Schuster.
Peyton Allen Gillespie.
Levi Mack Schwimmer.
George Christopher Gold.
Chloe Nicole Seary.
David Henry Goldberg.
Jocelyn Grace Sefchek.
Noah Edward Gordley.
Ishai Ezra Selig.
Evan Anthony Grady.
Ryder Elizabeth Shaver.
Kevin Matthew Gaitis.
Ty Nickel Shields.
Gordon James Groniger.
Isabella Faith Ann Ship.
Damu Gamadi.
Olivia Singer.
Santina Kiara Gorino.
Ipsita Singh.
William Joseph Haberman.
Sophia Song.
Hayden Christopher Hare.
Natalie Elizabeth Sparico.
Christopher David Hall.
Timothy Francis Spear.
Donovan Henry Hansen.
Choed Shriram.
Zachary Robert Hardy.
Neha Sriram.
Miles Joseph Harris.
Michael Schultz Stalder.
Leah Marie Henning.
Caleb Paul States.
William James Hetz.
Aaron James Stawarski.
Ryan Jeffrey Higgs.
Lily Marie Stevenson.
Anthony Mai Ho.
Maggie Lynn Steef.
Ellie Helena Hobbs.
Demetrios Alexio Shore.
Jackson Thomas Howe.
Tyson Chase Swigert.
Jack Emilio Keith Howell.
Philip John Tanner.
Matthew Christopher Rahosik.
Simon Asher Teasdale.
Jacob Richard Huffnagel.
Emily Elizabeth Techniklinski.
Connor John Hyatt.
Gregory David Timmons Jr.
James Brandon Ireland.
Logan Riley Torbenson.
Sia Ganesh Iyer.
Lucas Vincent Tranquilli.
Peter Robert Janoski.
Ivory Travers.
Riley Cooper Jans.
Benjamin Raymond Tucker.
Madeline Rose John.
Sarai Guadalupe Villa Fana Hernandez.
Braxton James Johns.
Lucy Lane Volpat.
William Charles Johns.
Noah Thomas Wagner.
Malachi Johnson.
John Matthew Walsh.
Caitlin Marie Joyce.
Daniel Albert Wong.
Bryn Mackenzie Junko.
Drake V. Wangler.
Anthony John Calvi.
Abigail Elizabeth Weber.
Andrew George Kenge.
Cameron Joseph Weber.
Dominic Keller.
Kevin Joseph Worley.
Grace Ann Kelly.
Ryan Wells.
Kyle Robert Kerber.
Garrett David White.
Pierre Abdul Qadir Khan.
Christian Joseph Wazinski.
Daniel Aiden Connie.
Reggie Lee Williams.
Tyler Ashton Keister.
Carter John Wolf.
William Albert Baxter King.
Dakota Jennifer Worstel.
Tyler Ryan Kirk.
Landon Robert York.
Giovanna Marie Kokaczynski.
Yasmin Zaloom.
Rebecca Ray Kopaz.
Elizabeth Brooke Zavadil.
Taryn Cherie Kurzawa.
Abigail Louise Zedeker.
Eleanor Ann Alford.
Henry Zhang. Matvey Zukovsky. Natalie Marie Zunick. And Nicholas James Zunick. Congratulations, Panthers!
If you want to turn your tassel from the left to the right, ladies and gentlemen, friends, you have done it. Congratulations.
Okay, here we go.
Go, Mark.